mountain, reap it in the valley. Sow it on the mountain, reap it in the valley. Sow it on the mountain, reap it in the valley. You're gonna reap just what you sow. Fracking. If you've been fracking, you better quit your fracking. If you've been fracking, you better quit your fracking. If you've been fracking, you better quit your fracking. You're gonna reap just what you sow. Lying. If you've been lying, you better quit your lying. If you've been lying, you better quit your lying. If you've been lying, you better quit your lying. You're gonna reap just what you sow. Standing. If you've been standing, keep on standing. If you've been standing, keep on standing. If you've been standing, keep on standing. You're gonna reap just what you sow. Fire on the mountain. Fire on the mountain, coming to the valley, coming to the valley. Fire on the mountains, coming to the valley. Fire on the mountain, coming to the valley. You're gonna reap just what you sow. Woo! Woo! Yeah.
To completely describe how disappointed we are in your inaction against the Mountain Valley and Atlantic Coast pipelines. Your response following the asks of over a dozen legislators and countless Virginians to require site-specific water crossing analysis, something you publicly requested as a gubernatorial candidate. Yeah, he's a goober, yep. And to intervene in the inhumane treatment of peaceful tree and monopod sit protesters is unacceptable. You said the only fair course is to let state and federal regulators do their jobs. FERC, the federal regulator you refer to, has not done its job. FERC certified the projects in use of eminent domain based on a supposed public need, yet the gas coming through these pipelines will not go to the communities through which the projects run, and labor agreements for the pipelines guarantee a mere quarter of the pipeline jobs to go to the workers from communities in the pipeline's paths. EQT, owner of the MVP, has admitted that some of the pipeline gas may be exported, and the ACP will be connected to a line that runs to Dominion's gas export facility in Cove Point. This gas, too, has a high likelihood of being exported. Out-of-state jobs and exported gas does not constitute public need. FERC also did not give the public enough opportunity for input and approved the project absent 2 commissioners due to vacant positions. One of the 3 commissioners who did vote on the projects dissented, stating concerns that these projects were not in the public need, a dissent that is extremely rare in FERC decisions. In sum, the job you refer to FERC doing has really been only to rubber stamp both the pipelines. DEQ, the state regulator you refer to, has followed in FERC's footsteps and done the same. They waive their right to use the most thorough method to evaluate these projects, which is site-specific water crossing analysis. DEQ held meetings for years with the pipeline applicants, but held a mere 5 public meetings where Virginia citizens could give input. Director David Paler, whom you just reappointed, confirmation that you're ignoring the Virginians asking for your help, has received gifts from Dominion, the primary applicant for the ACP. The Water Permitting Division Director, Melanie Davenport, admitted at the Water Control Board meeting on April 12th that DEQ used the Army Corps of Engineers blanket nationwide permit 12 because DEQ did not have sufficient staffing to perform site-specific water body analysis. Even if the DEQ's intent was not to rubber stamp these pipelines, they would not have had the staff or resources to do a stringent enough evaluation of these pipelines. Then you said, I am deeply sympathetic to the Virginians speaking out against these projects. Governor Northam, your sympathy will not bring back the lost trees, some of which were over 100 years old. Your sympathy will not repair farms that will be bisected and mountaintops that will be blown apart for these pipelines. Your sympathy will not revive the tourism and livelihoods lost in the wake of these disastrous projects. Your sympathy will not clean the contaminated water and polluted air resulting from these pipelines. Your sympathy will not reverse the contributions these pipelines make to climate change. Your sympathy will not prevent the loss of life due to these pipelines, whether it be from contamination-induced illness or explosions. And it won't remove the racial and economic targeting used by pipeline companies to put marginalized communities at a disproportionate risk for this loss of life. Sympathy ultimately is even less than thoughts and prayers. A prayer at least requires an action. Sympathy doesn't even require sincerity. It only amplifies your inaction. Finally, you said, we all want is best for the commonwealth we love. We, the people, want what is best for this commonwealth we love. EQT does not. Dominion does not. And when valuing the donations of these companies and their affiliates over us, you, Governor Northam, also do not. And then enclosed are statements from the affected landowners and members of communities in the pipelines past. And thank y'all so much for providing stuff to deliver to the governor today. And then we also present you with 2 gifts today, painted by Jessica Sims. The first here is called The Felled Trees of Mountain Valley Pipeline. And since legally we have to report the monetary value of these gifts, this gift is worth $27.5 million, which is the amount they came to an agreement with Governor McAuliffe to cap the liability for the pipeline applicant, EQT. And then we have our second gift. This is called the Disturbed Waterways of the Atlantic Coast Pipeline. That one is worth $58 million, which is also one of the amounts that they reached in those memorandums of understanding. Governor Northam, please prove you want what's best for Virginia. Stop the pipelines. Okay. So, okay, awesome.
Yeah. All right. So just so they all know why we're here, we congregate on Wednesdays, but, stop the pipelines. But these are our demands for today. It's a call and repeat. I'll yell it once, and then you scream it at them. I might go this way so that we can aim it better. How's that? Stay on the side of the line. Yep. Got it. All right. So repeat after me. Actually, I don't need this. Governor Northam.
Governor Northam.
We are here to remind you.
We are here to remind you
of your promise.
Of your promise.
To listen to the science.
To listen to the science.
Come out and support our people.
Come out and support our people.
Come out and support our land.
Come out and support our land.
Come out and support our water.
Come out and support our water.
And deny these pipelines.
And deny these pipelines.
Okay, don't repeat after me. In his own words, we're going to give them back to him. When we make decisions.
When we make decisions.
We'll apply this test.
We'll apply this test.
Is there a better way forward?
Is there a better way forward?
That we haven't considered yet.
That we haven't considered yet.
And we all have a moral compass.
We all have a moral compass.
Deep in our hearts.
Deep in our hearts.
Let us rely on that compass.
Let us rely on that compass.
We all carry.
We all carry.
To show us the way.
To show us the way.
Dr. Northam.
Dr. Northam.
Deny these pipelines.
Deny these pipelines.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Ow! So, anybody that wants to help deliver the lettered statements, you just need an ID to get inside. We'll keep all your signs because we're not allowed to bring those in. And so someone will be waiting here with the signs, and then